Hey, care, don't care.
Never. Yes, and it's a little crazy, but I kind of like it.
I like it.
Leaving a timer on for 1 hour because we need to be short this time because I got so much going on this week. I got it.
I mean, we don't have that much to talk about.
No, not too much to talk about. I have a confession to make.
I'm scared.
So remember when we said we'd only watch like 2 episodes a week of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills together?
Yeah, how many did you watch?
I'm almost done with season 1. Sorry, I got so wrapped up. I have no self-control.
Okay, that's good. Is it actually good?
It's
Because I'm not
really
gonna
good once you
lie,
keep it going.
don't, I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any.
If you don't want to watch it, I'll just give you rundowns.
Well, just give me the rundown because maybe it'll make me want to watch it more. Because right now I'm very, like, ugh, kind of about it.
No, I'm loving it so much more. So it's the first season. We have Lisa, who we already know, who's best friends right now with Kyle, who is married to Mauricio. It's like we know some people based off other shows. You know, Mauricio was on Dance with the Stars.
Hmm.
Kyle and Kim are sisters. Both were in Little House on the Prairie, which was one of my favorite TV shows growing up. We even went to Laura Ingalls Wilder's house and we
We
walked in
did.
the river.
We did.
I was obsessed with that show. Now I recently watched an episode and I was like, God, I was a boring child. This is
Well,
kind of
I'm
boring.
glad you finally figured it out. I was trying to tell you.
But at the time, I was like,
This
maybe
is
I'll
the
become a trad
shit.
wife. Just kidding. Um, okay.
I mean,
Anyway,
her dad was hot.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
Pa. Yeah, he can
Hmm.
get it. Pa can get it.
Huh?
Um, Kim and so Kim was like a big actress growing up, and then Kyle's her sister who also did acting, and then Kathy Hilton is also their sisters who is also the sister who is Paris and Nicole Richie. That's the other one. Nicole Paris and I don't know. Paris's mom. So they're all related. There's like so much crazy stuff with the housewives. So I noticed I'm only in season 1 and I keep like Googling, being like, okay, who's related to who? Did this person still married to this person? Where are their children? And there's just a big thing. Like I feel like I need to have like a board of saying where everybody is. And then we have Camille. And this is the interesting one. So I started off being like, oh, I can't handle Camille. She is Kelsey Grammer's wife. And she's very much like,
Oh.
girls are all jealous of me. I just like love men because girls are catty. Then she like kisses men on the cheek. Like she's definitely the type of girl that would be around your boyfriend and you'd be like, okay, I trust my boyfriend, but like this is weird and I'm
Hmm.
not having it, you know?
Hmm.
Those kind of people where you're like, why do you want his approval so badly? So I wasn't a big fan of Camille, and honestly, I was like, okay, it's really hard to get through with Camille. But now I just got to the point where Kelsey Grammer called Camille and says he doesn't want to be with her anymore and wants to stay in New York. She lives, in Beverly Hills because he's doing a Broadway play in New York. And there's a girl involved. And I looked it up. He gets married to this girl. He divorces Camille and gets married to this other woman in the same year. And actually, at this point, I'm actually liking Camille as this turns around because she's being a lot more vulnerable. And I actually feel so bad for Camille right now.
He
And
gets
so,
divorced and married in the same year.
yes, yes.
That is insane.
It makes me not like Kelsey Grammer at all.
I mean, he gave me weird vibes the first episode when he came on. I was like, ugh.
Hmm.
I guess I never really watched anything that he was in,
I
I
haven't
guess.
either. I've never seen Frasier, and I know it's bad, but I haven't seen like anything. I just
Yeah,
kind of knew of him, but now I'm like,
same.
I don't like you.
Yeah.
So that was the crazy part this time around. Oh, also, there's just some crazy things. Like I just think they have so much money, so they just do really outlandish things. And the other crazy episode, you have to watch this one episode. I was just staring at the TV, being like, this can't be real. But then I Googled her. They had this dinner party. Camille and Kyle have been fighting all season. They just don't get along. And Camille was like, I'm going to have a dinner party where we all get along. I'm going to bring some friends and I'm going to bring the Real Housewives along. And she brings this sidekick woman who Camille had said in a confessional. She goes, when my friend does have a few drinks, there's like no holding her back. And she had a few drinks and she was just chain smoking her e-cig this entire time, being like all smug. This girl also said she's a sidekick and has solved crimes for the FBI, but then I looked it up and actually that was a scam and she lied about that. So like sidekick is loose terms, but she's written books for and was on Oprah, Kendra. So she was telling everybody at the dinner. And she tells Kyle at the dinner, Mauricio will never emotionally fulfill you. And once your kids are grown, you guys will separate, which is crazy because they did.
So she is a psychic.
No, but it creates this big storm. And then it was just the craziest episode because then also Kyle brings her friend along too. Faye, I think was her name. And Camille goes, Faye, I know what I know you from. You were on Playboy. I saw the full spread. And she was like in her confessional being like, I can't believe that she's so something like so like beneath her. And then Kyle was like, Camille, didn't you do Playboy? And Camille was like, yeah, but I wasn't naked. I was clothed. That's actually how Kelsey Grammer and I met. I was like, oh my God, this is a crazy show.
Oh my gosh.
And
Okay, I
then,
will watch it.
yeah, it's so good. Jiggy's in it a lot.
As he should be.
And I don't like the Lisa Ken storyline right now. Maybe they'll get better. I like Adrian. I hate her husband. He is the plastic surgeon guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
they
just
stay
not a
together?
fan. Oh no, I looked it up. They don't. I don't know if you
Okay.
want spoilers or not, but they don't stay together. And honestly, I'm 100% fine with that because he is so annoying. And he was talking to Mauricio's mom at one point, and Mauricio's mom is a doctor, like a psychologist, and works with marriages, I believe that's what it was. And so Adrian was going in and being like, tell us what the secrets to marriage are. And then they kind of got into their problems. And her husband got like so annoyed that he was like, to Maurice's mom, he's like, you know what you need? You could use a mini facelift. And I was like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. It's like so rude.
That is horrible. I
Yeah.
would never leave the house again.
Yeah. And
Also,
then
like,
Adrian goes, oh my God, you always do this. And I'm like, how many people are you telling today that they need facelifts?
oh my God, I never want to be around that man. He's probably
No.
gonna look at me and be like, you need this done, you need this done, you need that
He takes
done.
out his black Sharpie and just
Yeah,
starts drawing on you.
probably. I'm like, I know, man, but I don't need you thinking about it while you're looking at me.
No, but yeah, I
That's
think you should watch it
crazy.
because I'm deep in it and I'm so sorry I did not follow our 2 episodes a week rule. Once I got in, I was like, I'm in.
That's fine by me. You know me. 2 episodes is like nothing. So
Yeah,
I can catch up quick.
perfect. But yeah, that's all I have about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm loving it so far, and yeah, I'm excited to keep going, and it's still going. And then I'll switch to a new Real Housewives after that.
Hmm.
I just had to get through the first couple episodes. I feel like every Real Housewives I've tried to watch Atlanta, I've tried to watch New York, I tried to watch Salt Lake, but I would get like 2 or 3 episodes in and I was like, ugh, I just can't keep going because there's something about watching really rich people fight that's a little nauseating. But
Hmm.
then once I kind of turn my Real Housewives brain on, where I'm like, I don't know. You just kind of got to, it's a different brain than like Vanderpump or Summer House. It's kind of like your Southern Charm brain. You know, you turn like a Southern Charm brain on because you're like, these
Yeah,
people are crazy.
I don't think I have one because when I watch Southern Charm, I'm like, oh, why am I here? I don't want. I wouldn't watch that show if it wasn't for the podcast.
I actually
So
still like Southern Charm.
yeah, so I need to dig my Southern Charm slash Real Housewives brain out.
Maybe I'm just easy to please.
Maybe you're just easy.
Maybe.
We'll never know.
Should we go to our next show? Can we go to
Let's.
the one I really, really want to talk about?
Yes,
Which
what
is
is it?
like not many people have watched it. Like nobody's watched it. Anybody that I asked has not watched it except for you. We've both watched it. Love Overboard.
Oh my God, I honestly totally forgot.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Because we took a week off, and I think we both finished it 2 weeks now. 2 weeks,
Hmm.
2 weeks ago, and you finished it. So if anybody's listening, if you haven't finished it, please skip to the next part because there will be spoilers.
Spoiler. Spoiler.
I actually preferred Lexi and whatever his name is to win.
Same. And I
Yeah.
thought for sure they had it in the bag. When they got dropped down, I was like, what?
Yeah, because wasn't it David and now it's been a while since we watched. So now I'm
I
trying to remember all their
know.
names. David and Val, who were second, who were up there with them, and I was like, this is
Yes.
crazy.
Which I get the suspense of it all, but it shocked me.
Yeah, because who won again?
That's what I was just gonna look
Tess
at.
and what was his name? Oh, Tess. Why did I say Tess? Gia and Tim won.
Oh yeah.
The guy who's always sunburnt, who Kendra
Yeah.
wasn't a big
The
fan.
guy who creeps me out.
I think it is literally because he's always sunburnt.
He scares me. He just gives me really weird vibes.
Love Overboard is really good. I mean, I wouldn't say like I'm like, yeah, for the next season, because I would say if it wasn't for all the David Lowe Val drama, I don't think I would have liked it that much.
Same. Before all that got in there, I was like kind of bored,
Hmm.
but then I was pretty invested about all of it. David?
With the plank scene,
Yes. Like once that happened, I was locked in because I was like, this can't be real and this man cannot be real.
he left them up there for 45 minutes.
45 minutes standing on a plank above the ocean.
And he's like, well, I just didn't want, because when people asked why he took 45 minutes, he was like, I just didn't want Lo to, like, I needed her to come to terms with it and like have some time with it. That doesn't mean like standing on a plank. No,
No.
that man can't form one single thought.
Talk about, I'm sorry to say it, the dumbest man alive, though.
No,
Everybody would be
literally.
like, oh, yeah, I never thought about it that way. People would be like, maybe you should have chose a girl. He's like, oh my God, I never thought about it that way.
Like, did you know that your feelings or your actions impact other people's feelings? What?
What?
I never thought about that.
They're like, maybe you shouldn't. There was nobody telling you to ask her to be your girlfriend. Nobody made you do that. That was your choice. And then, hey, guess what? Less than 24 hours later, you got your penis sucked by a lady. You can choose which girl you want to
Yeah.
be with within 45 minutes. And maybe you shouldn't have asked her to be your girlfriend. Maybe you shouldn't have got your dick sucked. Then you shouldn't have waited 45 minutes to make a decision.
He
Then
acted
you
like
should
he
have had
didn't
a
have a
better
choice. He acted like,
explanation.
well, she like kind of started going down, and I was like, well, this is where we're at. Instead of being
Literally.
like,
He
hey,
explained it to
actually,
Lo like, "Well, can't help.
I
I
can't
was just
help it when
there."
somebody wants to suck my dick. What am I supposed to say? Don't suck my dick? I would never do that.
That's crazy.
He's, I don't know. Even when and if everybody after that would ask him a question, like they would maybe say, hey, why didn't you tell Lo this? Or why did you make Lo your girlfriend? Or what do you see in Val? Like very basic questions. And every single time somebody asks him a question, he always goes, that's a really good question. Let me think how to answer this. And I was like, dude, they're basic questions.
Dude, that man, I could not compute. He couldn't compute.
No, it took
It's
him
just like
45 minutes just to answer a question.
literally Gabby is yelling at him saying, "David, come on." I'm pretty sure she swore at him one time, being
Yeah.
like, "Move it
I'm like, these
along."
girls are in heels. Well, not the ones in the
Yes.
plank. They had like the water shoes on. But everybody else is in heels. Everybody else wants to get the party going. Let
Yeah.
let them just could you imagine sitting over there and like, when am I gonna be dropping
Well,
this water?
I would just jump. Like at that point, the decision's already
Oh,
made.
that's the thing is how couldn't Val, I mean, no, she wants to win, but how do you not get the ick? Even low too, like begging. I'm like, I'm sorry, but if I'm up there and you just made me your girlfriend last night and now you're like, oh, you wouldn't like what happened. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. Peace out,
Peace
dude.
out. Cowabunga.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. I wish both girls would have just jumped off and been like,
And left him there.
F you. Yes, I understand wanting to win, but when Val went back to David and was like, it's okay, you did nothing wrong. I was like,
Like,
he did everything wrong.
I'd be like,
Literally
get your ass back
every
out there and you stand on the plane for 45 minutes.
exactly. It was nuts. That man blew my mind. I didn't know a man like that existed in the
Mm-mm.
world.
But what
He
I
lowered
loved
my
by
hopes.
Love Island producers, not Love Island, Love Overboard producers, is when they thought they were gonna have a fun little day off the ship on wherever island they were. And then they were like, psych, Lowe's coming back. And David was like sweating.
Yes, that was hilarious.
That's all I really have because once it's like the family came and the friends came and the final dates, it's kind of like in Love Island. The last three episodes, I'm just like, meh, I don't really care.
Yeah. The family coming was interesting. like the way they went about it. Like how
Yeah.
they didn't tell anybody and they just had them already in a room by themselves as a couple, and then like a knock on the door and it's just one person's like very close
Yes.
person in their life, and the other person was like, "What do I do?" It's funny.
They all grilled the people though, which I liked.
Yeah, I appreciated it.
Yeah, because what was that one guy who was a police officer, and
Oh
then
yeah.
and I'm glad the
Oh
friend
my
spoke
God.
up.
I could not stand that man,
No,
Keith.
Keef, that's what it is. Because Gabby said,
Dude,
kept calling him Queef.
yes, Queef was the worst. The fact that
Did you just call him
he's gonna be called that from now on.
Queef?
The fact that he like, okay, I don't know. I understand like if you're wanting to date, like, if you have a plan for your life and you're like, okay, I know that I want like a very traditional life, a very like settled down homestead kind of life, and that's the life I want. I can understand dating with that as your goal as well. But you cannot be dating somebody and then want to change them into that type of
No,
person.
and that man wanted to.
And he wanted to. It's like, and like she kept saying, she kept being like, I don't think you want to date me. And he
No,
kept being like, yeah, I do. Yeah. And it's
because
like,
she was
no,
pretty,
dude.
and he was like, but
Yes.
I can morph her into what I want.
No, you can just date a girl who is what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Queef.
Yeah, Queef.
He
That
annoyed me.
was
And then he got like really defensive over it all too. And
yes.
I was like,
That's what I can't
okay.
handle. Mainly men do this. Maybe women do it too, but I think a lot of men do this. When a woman rejects them, even though the man's like heartbroken or hurt by it, he's like, "Yeah, I don't really want you either.
And starts like
I'm not
slinging
seeing this as something
insults.
either." And it's like,
Yeah.
"Come on, dude.
Actually, you were up until this exact moment.
1 second ago, you were all in."
You had a ring in your pocket for me. Queef.
He takes the ring and just goes, "Oh, Queef."
Oh, Queefy, Queefy boy.
I did love Gabby's commentary.
Yes,
She was so funny.
she was really funny.
Should we go to the next show?
Let's.
Summer House or Southern Hospitality?
I don't have any notes on Southern Hospitality, but I am ready to talk about it.
Okay, let's go to Southern Hospitality and on Summer House. I think that's all the shows that we have. Oh no, we had one more. Well, not really one more because I doubt you're watching it.
What is it, a virtual dating show?
No, I wish. The Valley started.
Oh yeah. I've
You
only
been watching
seen
it?
yeah, I've only seen episode one though.
Oh, that's perfect. We can just want to talk about that really quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the Valley this season is because it was so toxic last season. They're almost doing a 180 of being like, we're all great friends. But they're
Mhm.
trying to be friends. I know some still aren't. Like Janet and Nia won't be friends. So next week we are going to have a little graphic that's like man on our shit list, and then we're going to talk about what man is on our shit list that this week. We don't have that graphic made yet, but the man on my shit list this week is Luke from the
Same.
Valley.
Same.
Kristen is 3 months postpartum, and to then on this reality show talk about their intimacy issues and be like, we haven't had sex in 3 months. Dude, you've literally been cleared to have sex for a month. And we don't even know that because we don't even know like what she all went through. It could be more than what is it, 6 to 8 weeks that you're
I
supposed
think it's
to.
yeah, 6 to 8 weeks.
And I'm like, she's been what, 4 months out of that. Do you know how much trauma a woman goes through on their body for a baby? And he's like, I need sex.
Literally. And
I
like
hate
she
him.
says, like, yes, she's not confident in her body. Her body went through a complete 180 change. And you're expecting her in a month to just like get over art in like I got 3 months to get over all of that like mental
Hmm.
turmoil as well with that, as well as actual like pain on her body. Like there's so much that goes behind it, and for him to just be like and like openly complaining about their sex life to everybody as well. It's like
Hmm.
he's talking about it to the other guys so kind of like flippantly. It just bugs me. And 3 months is
Nothing.
nothing.
When they started talking, because you know how when Sheena was that way, kind of, where she's like, "Oh, we can't leave the baby,"
Hmm.
but it had been a year and a half.
Yes.
That I understand of being like, "Oh, we haven't had on a date in a year and a half." 100%, that's a valid argument. Saying we haven't had a night out ourselves and had sex yet, 3 months in
That
is
is
crazy.
nothing. Nothing. And it is
Nothing.
true that early the baby is attached to the mom like no other. Like it's gonna be so hard. Also, I appreciate there's not many good things I have to say about Brock, but I appreciate that when he was talking about the issue with Sheena, he said, "Yeah, we haven't been on a date in a year
Hmm.
and a half. We haven't had a night to ourselves in a year and a half." I don't appreciate Luke just straight up saying intimacy issues, not having sex. It's like, if anything, I can see saying like, "Oh, I just want alone time with you."
Like I'm
Even that
feeling
three,
distant from you.
yeah, even that 3 months in after you just had a baby, still insane.
Yeah, her
As,
priority is not you whatsoever. And
yeah,
it shouldn't
you're a
be.
big baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Wah, 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 Luke. Go put
Okay,
your baby's diaper on.
Luke's or Lala's child does look a lot like Luke, though.
Dude. And they're just like going off the fact like, oh, supposedly
Like,
he
it could
he
be.
donated at an earlier time. Like I watched the Watch What Happens live where he was asked or Lala was asked about it, and she was like, no, it wouldn't match up because we were told that the sperm or whatever was from different years. I'm like, I
Mm.
personally would not trust that based off of
I'd be
the
like,
looks
we're
of it
doing
all.
a paternity test. Let me swab your
Yes.
mouth.
I think legally Lala's not allowed to do it and Luke's not allowed to do it. They have to wait
Oh.
until the baby grows up and is 18 and if the baby wants to do it.
Oh, that makes sense.
I
Okay.
think
Yeah, that
is
makes
it
sense.
Sosa, I think is the baby's name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think they were like, "Oh, I guess if Sosa wants to do it, we'll do it." But it's a little freaky. When they
That baby
said it,
looks like Luke.
I was locked in. I was like, "Oh my God, it's all adding up." My whiteboard was out. I was like, "Wait, you're right."
You call the sperm bank, you're like asking for more info.
Yeah, I'm like, this seems suspicious.
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 I love the way Lala can just flirt. And
Same.
she just goes up to me and she goes, "You're handsome. Can I have your number?" And I'm like,
I
the
can't
ball's
lie.
on her.
Lala is a great addition.
No, I agree. I was a little nervous, but she is a good addition because she's actually really good friends with, I think, these people she actually is friends with.
Hmm.
Tom now is just there. He's just
Dude, I like how I can't remember Brittany's friend's name.
Michelle,
No, the guy that has like
Zach
the hair. Yeah, Zach. When he was like,
has the
"Why are you?"
hair.
He's like, "Why are you so sweaty?" So funny. He like wiped his forehead after he touched Tom. He's like, "Why are you so sweaty?" Why way to embarrass the guy? Like, come on. His first time back on TV in like a couple years, and that's your first line out the gate.
Oh,
Goodness.
Schwartz.
He's such an oddball.
He really is, and he just has done so much wrong in his life. But then there's like, there, you just can't not have a soft spot for him, and I kind of hate that about myself.
I know. I know. Well, it's hard 'cause I think that the Scandival thing, yes, I think he should have like spoken up to Ariana, but it is hard. Like I can see like I don't know, I think he should have spoken up. But I can see how like Tom could have talked him into not talking, how he could have talked himself into not talking, and then just kind of getting wrapped up in this mess that's like bigger than you ever could have imagined, and it just kind of like
Hmm.
takes over. So I
Yeah.
do kind of feel like bad for him in that sense. There's a lot of stuff that he's done that I also don't like, so it's very confusing. I also have a soft spot for him, and I don't know why. Probably because he's from Minnesota, but also
That's it for
Luke's
sure.
from Minnesota, and I can't stand that
We
man.
do
So
not have a soft spot for Maple Tapper over there.
Mr. Lumberjack.
No way.
Tom Schwartz, I really do. I think at his core, I think Tom Schwartz is a really good guy.
Yeah, he
I
just
just
gets,
think he's a
he's a people
little,
pleaser.
yeah,
He can't be that opinionated on things.
yeah. And I just don't think I think he thinks deeply about like what life is, but I don't necessarily think he thinks deeply about like day-to-day actions.
I see that. I don't see him and Michelle working out.
No, when he tried to flirt with her, I was like, who was it that was like, she's out of his league?
I
Somebody
don't
said that.
remember because there was a whole group that some of them were into it and some of them were not into it.
I think he's so like, yeah, man, let's like take some shrooms and vibe it out. And she's
Hmm.
very like regimented, like chill but regimented at the same time, is what it
Absolutely.
seems. I'm like, I don't think this would if him and Katie didn't work out, I don't think him and Michelle would work out.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, Southern Hospitality.
Southern hospitality.
They were out by the river. We had a fight. We had some kissing. We had some more fights. We had a lot of fights actually this episode.
And more than kissing.
And more than kissing. I know when we learned about what TJ and Michaels did, I was like, whoa.
Whoa, letting it
Also,
all out.
TJ, he just kiss and tells.
Yeah, he does
He was
not.
like,
I know Michael
he's
was trying to
no,
cover it
he's the
up.
one that said it. They were talking about like kissing or more than kissing, and TJ goes, "Well, I didn't need ass." Like nobody had talked about that.
Nobody asked.
And then so then it makes Michael's people go, "Michael's, did you?" And then it's like, TJ, you were wanting that out there.
Because he had like a giddy little grin on his face too about
Yeah,
it.
they're cute. They're
I
cute.
kind of like them.
Mm-hmm.
I can see how like people have brought up like their age gap before, and I can kind of see that, but I don't know. They are just, I don't know. I feel like they kind of just have a vibe going on.
They do have a vibe. I like
Yeah.
them.
And I think Michael's is like very mature,
Yes,
in my
agree.
opinion, for him.
Yeah.
So,
The one thing though with Michael is this episode, I get why he was mad at Lake. I just don't like the way he yells at women. Now this was Molly this in the beginning of the season. Lake this season, like he was yelling and he knows what he did is wrong. You can tell
hmm
immediately. Like once he kind of calms down, he's like, oh my God, I shouldn't yelled. But I wish he would apologize. I mean, he did to Molly, but he needs to apologize to Lake too and be like, I should not have yelled at you that way.
I
Because
agree.
and then he's like, stop walking away. Well, it's like you were just yelling at her.
That's where I
And
had
not a
a,
lot of people can take that and like still
yeah,
be able to talk to you.
that's where I had a big issue is when she excused herself to go to the bathroom and
Hmm.
like cry, and he literally left, followed her, and then just went to the bathroom. She wasn't even saying anything back to him, and he just continued to yell, 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 and she just was like crying, not even responding to him.
Hmm.
That's when I was like, I mean, I don't like yelling in general, but like if somebody's not even responding to you and like trying to fight back and just is like cowering down crying, you cannot continue to like keep the fight going. Then just take a break and come back to it, which like he did, but she kind of had to be like, just leave me alone,
Yeah.
which is nuts.
No, I agree. And then when she was gone, Bradley told Michaels, hey, Michaels, like it's fine. Me and Lake are all good, you know? And then we have Emmy at the end table being like, so Bradley is just forgiving Lake. She wasn't even really part of it. And I'm just over here like, what? What?
Dude, and then goes to see Lake, who's having a huge fight with her best friend, a mental breakdown, crying her eyes out, and then, oh, frick,
Uh,
that's scary. She like flew up from the staircase. I thought I was gonna get attacked for a
oh,
second.
she's behind the curtains.
Dude, they're like all like three, like got one here, now one here. They're all just staring at each other.
I
Oh blanket.
feel like it's that one like meme or that one Office episode when they're like in a
Yeah,
triangle being like,
I'm not a fan of the energy going on right now. I need to sage this place again. Anyway,
Emmy going into
oh
Comfort
yeah.
Lake,
Yeah,
Comfort
then
Lake.
Emmy goes to Comfort Lake, who's bawling her eyes out, literally having a mental breakdown, like asked cameras to leave, crying over her best friend's fight. And Emmy starts crying and making it about her. That was the most awkward scene in my life. I literally sat there being like, I had to just keep, I was like, there's no way this is real. Who in their not even right mind, who in their halfway okay mind is like, you know what I should do right now? Make it about me. Cry right. I'm gonna cry right now. I'm gonna cry right now. But conveniently, I'm gonna shut off my tears the minute I'm not getting any sort of comfort myself. Like she shut off her tears so fast. I think it was super performative.
Yeah,
But it's like, yeah, obviously, like, it's not gonna comfort you right now, you dum dum. Like, she's having her
I
own thing going
can't.
on that you were supposed to come and comfort her for. Like, Emmy
Yeah,
is
I'm
just the
actually really ready
worst.
for Emmy to leave. One, I just don't think she even learned remotely from the Bradley situation of calling him scary, and that should have been a more heartfelt conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like how we said in Summer House, I feel like they have race conversations really well. And if that would have happened on Summer House, I feel like it would have been a very important, deep, understanding discussion. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just glossed over in Southern hospitality. And Emmy is still like acting like she did nothing wrong. And people are still not really calling her out for it. And
That's
I
what I
feel
think
bad.
is
Like,
weird too.
I don't blame Brad at all for that really short conversation that him and Emmy had. Like, I think he's just over it at this point because he's like, hey, you just apologized and then said you didn't apologize. And now what am I supposed to do? Listen to you apologize again so you feel better? Well, I
Exactly. It's
still
like
feel
you're
like shit over
wasting
here.
Yeah, he's wasting his time on her at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and she's proven time and time again not to be sincere and not to even care to understand what, especially on this issue, like this
Yes.
fight, it is something you should really want to take the time to understand because it's even bigger than just your relationship with Brad. Like, even if at the end of the day she doesn't want to be friends with Brad and she doesn't see him as a person in her life, in her future or whatever, that's fine. But you should still want to understand what those words meant and how they felt and like want to obviously never say them again, but understand
Yeah.
completely why
Mm-hmm.
and allow Brad that space to tell you as well and like truthfully listen. I just can't believe that she's still, it's like Brad talked to her and then she still just like goes on being like, she's still throwing a fit about it, being like, it wasn't a microaggression. It's
No, she
like,
keeps saying that, and then she's like,
you don't
Brad's
know.
forgiving everybody else, but not me. And it's
Like,
like, yeah,
you
you
don't
probably
even,
aren't
you
not
don't.
gonna get forgiven,
And then
honestly.
when they asked her what is the definition of a microaggression and she answered it completely wrong, I was
She
like,
was,
you
she was like, it's no, she literally goes like, it's an aggression. That's micro. She never said anything about race or anything about like
Yeah, she was
anything.
like, when women are bad drivers.
I
Like,
was like, girl, that's a
no,
stereotype. That's a
yes.
stereotype. That's not a microaggression. You need to go look up what a microaggression is. And I love the producers were like, we're gonna get her in this.
That's also a thing. Like, okay, first of all, I don't understand in this world how you don't know what that word means. But second of all, do you not know how to just Google? If somebody says like, "Hey, you did this and it hurt my feelings and this is why." And then it's like, "Oh, I don't really understand." Hey, there's this crazy thing that's super accessible called Google that you can do and find something out in like 5 minutes. Just show a little bit of empathy here and there, girl.
Yeah.
God, I
Emmy is
want her
one,
off.
me too. I think I would really, really love Southern Hospitality more if Emmy was off because I think minus Emmy, I do think they're all like really, like they can be really good friends.
I agree. I think
And
she
Emmy
just
can too, but
drains it.
like she just,
But she's like not anymore as well.
yeah.
It's like I don't even think she's close with any of them. It doesn't seem to be. So it's like
Mm-mm.
just get off the show. I don't even feel like she like I mean I guess she works there technically, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it also just seems very dangerous for her. I feel like her mental health is always like seems a little shaky while they're
Hmm.
filming and then during the reunion seems very shaky as well. I don't think it's good for her to be doing.
Yeah.
And I feel like all the rest of them is adding like more unnecessary storylines in the show than we
Yeah.
need.
No, I
Like
agree.
I don't care about any of her storylines. And her hyperventilating, I can't
I
take
love,
it.
I love when she's hyperventilating and Michael's being like, breathe, breathe.
I know. It is funny, but it's like immediate. She turns it on
Yeah.
so fast where I'm
So
like, I
fast.
can't feel bad for you.
She can't get actual conversations because she just starts hyperventilating.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
then
happened to their
what do you
uni
do?
last year, stuff. And then I'm like, how many times? How many times? I feel like I got to put a compilation together of Emmy having these major panic attacks.
This season has been like 10 times alone.
Yeah. And they're not even major panic. Like, they're not even major panic attacks. It's somebody confronts her and she immediately just starts hyperventilating and can't have a conversation. I just don't like it.
Yes, which I mean, I don't want to like make assumptions, but it just seems performative. It
Hmm.
seems like a way to shut the other person down because
Yes.
how are you supposed to bring up your mm, your issues with
Emotions.
somebody,
Oh,
yeah, your emotions if they're hyperventilating right in front of you?
yeah.
Like,
No,
what do you
yeah.
do to
Because then
that?
you're like, well, I'm not going to bring them up again because that happened. So it is
Exactly.
kind of a way to silence or shut the other person up.
Yes, and it's like too convenient. The timing of it is constantly too convenient. Like you can watch a scene I know the minute she's gonna start hyperventilating, and it's just like, okay, this is getting to be a bit much, and like you're also like, I get, yes, reality TV like, isn't always like exactly reality, but
Hmm.
she makes it very, very, very clear that it's not her reality. Like you can tell she's constantly lying, she's being performative. Like I do think she's so aware of the cameras and perception, and like to a point where it's making while you're watching the show, you're kind of like taken out of it a little
Hmm.
bit.
No, for sure.
Don't appreciate it.
And then we have Maddie confronting Joe about his possible drinking and
I forgot about
leaving. So this, I knew they were going to have these conversations because I did listen to Carl's podcast this week and he had Maddie on, and it was actually really, really good talking about both of their sobriety journeys. And she had mentioned in this season, she goes, Joe and I have very hard conversations about sobriety in this season. Because basically they were talking about like Summer House allows Carl to talk a lot about sobriety and how sometimes she wishes was a little bit more of that in Southern hospitality, but there'll be more conversations of that this season. So I knew something was going to come up. Yeah, it's just going to be very interesting to see how I navigate that because I can see from Maddie's point of view, it would be hard to be with somebody that is drinking a lot when you want to create not that the person has to be sober, but that like you're sober, that drinking won't become in the way of when you have a family, all that.
Yeah. And it is also the lying on top of it as well,
Hmm.
too. Like that's a whole other aspect that's would be, I think, very hard to take on.
Especially if they say they're going to work and then they're going to a bar.
Yeah. And it's like
Hmm.
multiple times it's happened too, where it's like, oh, it
Yeah.
wasn't just a slip up and like, oh, I forgot to let you know. It's like it's happening multiple times, then it becomes suspicious, and then it does almost make it seem like you're aware of the issue as well,
Hmm.
kind of vibes. And I know he got mad at her for like shutting down and like not speaking,
Yeah.
which I'm excited to see like that discussion if it happens because I'm a person that shuts down and doesn't speak whenever I'm upset in like
Hmm.
a conflict of any sort. And like I don't know, I want to see like his perspective from the other side of it,
For sure.
talk about it. But
And I
I
think
get it,
he just
girl.
got so mad because he was confronted with it, which that's what anybody's gonna do. Like that's what Kyle does in Summer House, or that's what Carl did before he got sober.
Hmm.
I just think people get mad when pointing those things out.
Yeah,
But that's all I ever said. There's by the last thing for Southern Charm, ugh, me and Justin making out, and then he was like,
disgusting.
I did tell, what was her name? Jordan? Is that who he's sleeping with?
Yes.
And he's like, she just yelled at me. And I'm like, yeah, dude, duh.
Yeah, like you guys have actually had conversations about this.
Yes.
Crazy enough, and you still went ahead and did it.
And he's like, I think I
Make
let
that
this
make sense.
situation go on too long, the situationship. I
Make it
can't
make
handle that
sense.
man.
I know, and now he's with Charlie, and it's just gross. Charlie posted an Instagram that like it came up on my Instagram the other day with him, and I was like, ugh,
Yuck.
yuck. And apparently, Mia went on a
Apparently,
date. Apparently, Mia went on a date with Wes
I
Wilson
saw.
before all the news broke, obviously, like this summer, apparently they went on a
How is
date.
Wes pulling all these girls? I just don't
Dude,
get it.
that's what I don't get. Wes and Justin. First of all, Wes is pulling the two hottest girls in Bravo and like the world, basically. Like Mia and Sierra are some of the hottest, most beautiful, ethereal people in the entire world. How the hell is Mr. Wes Wilson Lorax looking? Who else does he look like? He looks like a freaking, I don't
Robin
even know.
Williams.
Robin Williams, Lorax, Pringles man.
I didn't think about that one.
Like, and he's the one pulling these people? How?
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. And you know what it is? It's his stupid determination, and he has the code down because on Watch What Happens Live, he was asked about it, and it was like, how do you pull all these girls? And he's like, you know what it is? Just ask them questions. It's that simple. Just ask them questions.
Because the bar is so low for men that women get asked a question, they're like, he's my husband.
And it is so low. And apparently he was like DMing her when her and Troy were together. And then obviously she was like, I have a boyfriend. And then he just
Hmm.
had the determination to continue DMing her. And then they went out. Disgusting. Mia, look in the mirror.
You're stunning,
Mira, look in the
girl.
mirror. So stunning.
Speaking of West, should we go to Summer House?
Let's.
I'm gonna say it. Ben is being weird.
Dude, Ben is fishy, fishy, fishy.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Sabrina were definitely together during the
Yeah.
summer, I
Yeah.
think. And it's crazy because didn't Bailey, was it Bailey last season? That girl that like Lexi came in
Oh
with?
yeah.
Yeah, and she like what didn't she get fired off the show or like taken out of like
That's what I
edited
thought
out
because she
basically?
had a boyfriend or fiance, and I'm like, we're not sorry, my leg. We're not doing the same for Ben.
Yeah, because she lied about it. So
Yeah.
she got, and then Ben, I'm like, he's lying about it, but is getting a storyline, and his girlfriend is also getting a storyline, basically. He's
And now
being,
him getting mad at Amanda, I mean, we'll see more of that fight next week, but I'm just like, dude. I mean, it's a
Dude,
little weird for me to be like, everybody thinks he's in love with me, but I can see like a few drinks in and you're having conversation and it just like float like
slips
slipped
out.
off your tongue.
Yeah, that's my thing. I feel like, I don't know, there's a lot of like discourse online about Sabrina, and I don't want to add in. I mean, she's maybe fine, like maybe it was just too much, but I think she's so intrusive.
Oh no, I got bad vibes for how much she was
Yeah.
talking to Amanda about her relationship. Why would you let somebody know, being like, I know all your relationship like problems?
And it was like the first conversation they had. Like, it's
Yeah.
like this is your first night meeting the girl, and it seems like not only is she getting the information from Ben, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's watched the show. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Like, you can't come in and just start
Yeah.
talking to someone about their relationship.
I
That's
kind of hope
so
Amanda
weird.
says that to Ben next episode and was like, to be honest, it slipped off my tongue. I was uncomfortable that entire conversation because she knows a lot and clearly you've been telling her a lot and I don't like how it's being like
Yeah.
spread back to me.
It is weird that he's like just getting all the gossip and then
Mm-hmm.
taking it back to her. But it's like obviously not filling her in on anything he's been doing
Yeah.
because yes, he's been fairly tame, but he's definitely, yes, been acting single at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had no impression that he had this girl until last weekend. So it's weird. And I do think like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. It's like at the party, even if it was like not even like Sierra or like a good friend of Amanda would be talking to her that openly in a public setting at a party about her relationship like that.
Exactly.
And then
It's
let alone
weird.
some girl you just met and
And then
she's finding
Ben's
out all this
like,
information from a show and her boyfriend.
yeah. And Ben's
It's
like,
weird.
let's go find another girl to get mad at. Cause I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, he loves getting mad at girls. He like kind of gets like a weird stance about
yeah,
it and like
he
starts
does. I don't like
walking
it.
like a little, he kind of like puffs his chest out. I don't
He gives me the
appreciate
ick.
it. Yeah, I don't appreciate his attitude.
Me
And I also
either.
just think the way, I don't know, Sabrina was giving me that she really wants a storyline
Mm-hmm.
because she was trying a little too hard to be on camera, in my opinion. Like talking to everybody and also like yes, I get you probably heard about them through Ben, but you still can't go up to all of them acting like you already know them.
No, it's
Like it
weird.
was very odd energy.
Yeah, super odd.
I
We'll be
don't know.
interested to see how that keeps going, even though I know they're still dating, but still.
Yeah.
Then we went golfing.
What was your thoughts on that? You're the golfer.
I do love golfing. I loved it. I would love a whole friend group to go golfing. Just doesn't ever happen for me at least.
Hmm.
Sierra got a good swing over there. Love it. I love Bailey just going when in a full dress and heels with her boobs out, basically, because she's like,
Yeah.
Carl has to notice. And
Hmm.
he did, girl. Yeah, I loved it. I loved that whole day. I love seeing the camaraderie of the whole group like that. And then my other big thing I loved this episode was Sierra really diving into her grandparents' house, why she bought it, her family troubles, and then just like showing us the house. What I love about Sierra, I just feel like she is the most authentic reality person.
I agree.
She isn't as authentic. I don't mean like she tells us every single detail. Like she didn't go into exactly, why her dad doesn't know or like anything like that. Like she doesn't tell us all the details of things, which I appreciate, but what she does say, you can tell she's super authentic and you understand her her feelings on everything.
Yeah, I agree. She has like actual feelings and then like, I don't know, includes us on, I don't know, parts of her life that I feel like a lot of reality TV stars don't
Hmm.
necessarily. Like deeper things that are a lot bigger than the show, I think. I
We
hope
love Sierra.
we do. We're Sierra's number one fans.
Yeah. She's my number one reality celeb.
Same.
Honestly, my number one celeb. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, if there's one celebrity I just saw walking on the street that I would literally go, oh my God, would be Sierra. Did you
Yeah.
see that at the Euphoria season premiere? Sierra was interviewing everybody, and Hunter came over, and she was like,
Yes.
oh my God, I just started Summer House. And she was freaking out. And I was like,
Yeah.
I love seeing celebrities now freak out over reality stars.
It actually is crazy when you think about it. It's so cute. Also,
So
she
cute.
like looked stunning and she interviewed. It was all her interviews were so good, so cute.
She's thriving.
Love her.
Then the only other Summer House update is Amanda put out a story today. Oh yeah, and Wes had kind of said they are fully together-ish. You
Oh,
know,
I have
maybe.
notes I
Oh,
haven't commented on because we also missed Carl and Kyle's fight.
oh yeah, but that's not their big blow up yet. I'm really curious when that big
No.
blow up comes.
Yeah, same. I thought it was gonna be this episode,
Me too.
but still, I'm like, Kyle, not the way to respond to Carl.
No,
Like,
Kyle.
dude,
Oh yeah, I
I
have
usually
notes on
love
that.
their relationship, and it's usually one of Kyle's like redeeming factors to me is how close he is with Carl and stuff, and like his friendships.
Mm-hmm.
But the way he responded to Carl about that and was like so nonchalant and like really didn't seem to care at all was really
Yeah,
upsetting.
super
And like
upsetting.
it was so sad to see Carl. You could just tell Carl was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. And
Like,
100% Carl can call Kyle out about that.
yes.
100%.
Yes.
And Kyle's like, but it was
Especially
just a
because
really busy week, man. I'm like, the way Kyle responded to that was so annoying because I just feel like if a friend says, hey, you didn't do this, wouldn't you be like, oh my God, I'm so
yes.
sorry. You,
Yes, and that's what I thought when I first like saw his face. I thought that was just gonna be his immediate reaction, and then when it wasn't, I was like, "What the heck?" I don't know. And then it is nuts to post Lindsay's birthday
mm-hmm.
and not remember Carl's brother's
And then
passing.
be
It was
like,
like,
well, Lindsay remembers these types of things. Like she would know if I didn't post her birthday. And it's like, okay, so you're only doing it because you're
yeah,
nervous about like the reaction. Like you don't think you're not actually, it was just a weird
yeah,
excuse.
like you're not doing it with good intention. Then
Mm-hmm.
you're just doing it to save your ass, and like, what you don't care about Carl's reaction or Carl's
Yeah.
feelings at all. It was so weird and just sad, and like, I don't know. It just felt bad for Carl in this situation, and the fact that Kyle just was kind of still in his own world and like really couldn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And especially 5 years, it's like that's a big milestone as well. And
Agree.
especially because Kyle was the first one he told.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like, come on, man. You can at least I get like it's if you forget it's one thing, but then just like straight up apologize. Oh yeah, and then I was also gonna talk about sorry about so much grief stuff, but Mia with her
Oh, yes.
parents,
Yes.
and
I
I was
love
like,
how she's being so
I
vulnerable too.
yes, and I was like, I have always, since she came on screen, felt like our vibes, we had this similar sense of humor, and now I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
why, because you experienced some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I did appreciate her like talking. That's she also seems to be very open, very vulnerable. Like for
Mm-hmm.
also, I guess all the new people, because KJ too has been very vulnerable. But
Yeah.
for their
Everybody
first
really has
seasons, it's
been.
like also sorry to keep. I won't keep talking that much longer.
You're fine.
But I followed Levi on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I'm obsessed
Oh,
with
yeah, because
her.
she collected dolls and you were like,
Dude, yeah,
I
she collects
want.
Monster High dolls and she also just makes really awesome content in general. I'm obsessed with her, and if she doesn't get on a show, I'm gonna be upset because the fact that she has no confessionals doesn't make sense to me because she's hilarious.
I know, it's so annoying. Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to talk about In the City, about why I'm kind of annoyed with
Mm.
them. How Carl had put it out of saying they never like offered him to be on In the City. Like they didn't say they wouldn't want him on In the City. And Carl thinks it's because he's like not married or in a relationship, doesn't have kids, all of that stuff. I'm like, no, I'd much rather see Carl single doing his business than watching Danielle or watching any of those random new couples that are on.
Dude, 100%. Who the heck genuinely put Danielle on?
No,
I'm so
actually.
blown away by it because I don't know a single person. I've never seen a single person on social media or met a single person in real life who enjoys having Danielle on our screens.
And it's supposedly now she's like with the married man in the trailer.
Yes. It's like also no surprise. That's what she does. She
Hmm.
did that all Summer House too. She like
All Summer House there was there were multiple times. It wasn't even a time that just Gabby got sad about it. There were multiple times where there would be a guy at a party, one person like, I'm interested, and Daniel would go, "Bloop."
yes. And Lindsay made comments a few times that she was always kind of worried about Danielle with her men, or
Mm-hmm.
that Danielle wanted to like get with them like soon after or whatever. She was weird. Weird with men, and I'm like,
I
I
don't
do
want
not
to
like that
watch her
she's
again.
back. I would have loved to see Carl. I'm
Yeah,
like so upset actually that he's
me
not on it.
too. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe they'll change it up. But the In the City is giving the Valley vibes, and that's not what I
Mhm.
want.
Which I'm surprised by because the Valley season one, I don't think even did that well.
Yeah.
It's
So I
like,
don't
why would
get
you
it.
want to kind of model your show after that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. And now it's also just like even when like Amanda comes on at the end and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you what happened with our
Yeah,
separation." Now it's like, "Girl, I
we
don't
know.
care." Yeah,
Yeah.
we know. Yeah, like I'll hear
But I
your
am
side of it, but
excited for
I'm
the
not gonna believe
reunion
it.
of Summer
Yeah,
House because Amanda did put a post out saying she's gonna like post on her Instagram, but letting everybody know that all the secrets will come out for the reunion kind of thing.
interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see.
What a weird thing to post.
Well, it was more that she was gonna post normal stuff now on Instagram, just saying like she still was going through all of it still, but she wants to be like have some normalcy with Instagram. I don't really know. I don't really know. I was kind of like thing, but she did say she'll be at the reunion and we'll air everything then.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Do our picky dicky.
Yeah. Picky, dicky, picky, picky, dicky, picky, dicky. I'll ask you one because I saw it on Instagram today.
Okay,
Shag, marry, kill. Dakota, Secret Life of Mormon Wives. What's his name?
don't say
Jordan,
Jordan.
Secret
No.
Life of Mormon Wives, or
Ugh,
Zach, Secret Life of Mormon Wives.
Kendra, you can't do this to me.
I know it really is the worst options.
This is the worst. Unfortunately, I'd have to marry Zach.
Yeah,
Like he's controlling and everything and it'd be horrible, but he's no Dakota or Jordan. I
yeah.
literally could not. Like I think I'd have to kill Jordan, shag Dakota. But I was wanted to kill Dakota, but like I physically don't think I could even look at Jordan.
I know.
Who was
I have the
yours?
same answer as you, as and those are the same thought process as well. Like
Oh my God, that's a
it would
hard
be
one.
horrible, but like I genuinely could not sleep with
It's
Jordan. Like
making me panic just thinking about it. I
I
think I might
know,
cry.
I know. Literally my worst nightmare.
It'd have to be Zach that I'd be stuck with.
Same.
Ew, okay, we have to pass this conversation. I have to get over. It's too much for me. Okay, more of a a fun one because we need a turnaround after that one.
Sorry about that one.
They're remaking Powerpuff Girls, but using reality stars. Who's Blossom? Who's Bubbles? Who's Buttercup?
Well, I don't really know their personalities or the Powerpuff Girls, so I don't know if this is the best question for me.
We'll just do it out of Summer House. Out of Summer House, who's Blossom? Who's Buttercup? Who's Bubbles? That'll be like easier. Bubbles is like bubbly, fun, but also can still kick some ass. But she's like bubbly and she's like kind of thing.
That's Lindsay Hubbard.
Wow, interesting. That's an interesting choice. Blossom is the leader of the pack. She's cute. She's like a little bossy, but like in a, ooh, we gotta get this done.
Oh, maybe
And
that's
then
Lindsay.
Buttercup is like sassy. I'll kick your
Ooh.
butt, sassy. I'll tell you why you piss me off.
Oh.
I just got way too into that and now I'm embarrassed. I just realized.
Well, I guess maybe I'd put Bubbles as Sierra. Blossom. Was Blossom kind of like the one in charge?
Yeah.
That one is Lindsay. And Buttercup is Paige.
I think it would be Paige or Lindsay as Blossom. Yeah. Maybe Paige as Blossom, the leader of the pack. Bailey would be Bubbles. And Buttercup, I think, would be Sierra because she's kind of like sassy, sweet. But like Sierra, if you piss her off, she's like, no, until you piss me off.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's what it would be. Sugar, spice, and everything nice, baby. Oh my God, can I do one more Shag, Marry, Kill?
Yeah.
Whitner,
Ew.
Whitner,
Ew.
Austin Kroll, Craig
Ew.
Conover.
Ew. Oh my God, this is absolutely
I didn't
horrible.
say Shep purposely because I think you'd marry him.
I would marry Shep. I'd marry Shep without even a Shag Marry Kill. Just put him in front of me.
Hmm.
This is actually so difficult because I like despise Whitner and Austin, like to a different level of despise.
You're gonna marry Craig.
I don't know because that means I have to F either Whitner or Austin, and I don't want to. Like, if I were gonna F any of my, I would want to F Craig, but I also like could not have even a conversation with Whitner or Austin.
So what is your answer?
Maybe, unfortunately, marry Austin.
Wow.
and F Craig and kill Whitner. But I think I would just marry Austin and I would tell him he's not allowed to speak.
Oh, okay.
And if he
Like
does, we get a
Mary
divorce.
Craig, F. Whitner, kill Austin.
Yeah, all of it's bad.
Oh, that's bad. And
That
on
is
that
horrible.
note, should we go? It's
I
like that's a weird
guess.
way to end it, but I don't really know how to end it.
We'll be seeing you.
We'll be seeing you in 2 weeks because we're going to Miami, baby.
Miami, baby.
Peace out. Bye.
Reunion of love.
Oh, wedding. That could be a reality TV show. Okay, bye. You say bye.